You guys sound fine, and
All good here. We're here.
I already checked the video.
I mean, you guys sound all right. We are in fact going Irish, aren't we?
We are.
Mm-hmm. All right, good.
Yeah.
Good. By the way, remember this?
Please refrain from talking when the movie.
You heard that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay,
Yep.
say again now.
Remember this?
Oh yeah, is yours green?
Yeah. Well, maybe it was in different colors.
Mine was blue.
Well, look, it's a company that loves to do the tie-dye stuff, so probably they tried mixing it up.
Is that one from that year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, we were one of the 4 acts out of 47 which were trying to be entertaining.
Right.
Everybody else was like, this is my slam poetry opportunity.
Yeah, it was oh man. Yeah, we kind of busted our asses for that one.
Yeah. And that, by the way, that place is a hopping joint. We ought to take a look. It's called the Den now, and now they have regular events.
Yeah, I've been to the Den.
Yeah, great place.
A show at the Den. It was part of the last Abbey Fest.
I saw Maria Bamford at the Den. That was great.
Nice.
All right. Hey, it looks like we got a couple of people, so why don't we go ahead and get started? Good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Marquis Albright, and thank you for joining Down in Front for our latest installment of B- Fridays, an unscripted riff of a movie that probably isn't very good. With me tonight are your performers for this evening. I'm turning my phone down just in case. First, one of my favorite people. He's always after me, Lucky Charms. Al Kwiatkowski.
I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
Well, I don't actually have any Lucky Charms, so you're kind of wasting your time.
Not even purple horseshoes?
Not even purple horseshoes. Next, or finally, because no Katie tonight. She'll be back next week. Finally, one of my favorite people, the Finn McCool of movie riffing. And if you know anything about Celtic mythology, neat, because I don't.
I think Larry Bird was one of the Celtics, right?
Maybe.
Oh, Faith and Bigora, how you doing? Oh, tight.
Oh, whoa, we didn't know a sergeant was going to be here.
That was wonderful, Patrick. How about another?
Lots of love to Mrs. Murphy and Sons, our B-
yes.
venue.
Yeah.
Our home away from homes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now it's time for our sincerity break. As you may know if you've been watching lately, I've changed things up a little. I'll be highlighting one or two causes, just one tonight, I think. But all of them that we found previously are on our website and the About page. So the website, downinfrontlive.com. The mass shooting in Atlanta last Tuesday has revealed some virulently nasty anti-Asian racism that was baked into the foundation of the country. But revealed itself with terrifying clarity over the last year, and there are a few things you can do to help, both in the immediate and the long term. Today, you can throw your support to Asian Americans Advancing Justice. There's a link to the Chicago chapter, but they're partnering with their sister organization in Atlanta for immediate aid. Katie's not here tonight. She'll be back next week. And in the long term, you can go to Hollaback and take advantage of their free bystander intervention guides and online training sessions to strengthen yourself as an ally. White people who commit themselves to anti-racism have an obligation to learn to identify racism and call it what it is to its face. Tonight's movie. Wednesday was St. Patrick's Day, so we found something Irish. That's it.
A can of corned beef.
What? Oh, yeah, can of corned beef. It's a movie called Irish Luck, and boy howdy, if the first couple minutes I watched weren't Irish AF, I don't know what is.
It stars Maureen O'Hara and Conan O'Brien.
It's also very short. It is an hour long, so I have a short to accompany with it. I was seriously considering putting up a racing short, but I couldn't find one long enough.
Why not?
It only counts as if it's about a female racer.
Oh, that's true. That's true. If only tangentially.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do that and let's get going with that.
Please refrain from talking when the movie show is playing and the people in the front are cracking wise, because that's our job. We're down in front, yes, that's our name, it's who we are, not what we do. In fact, we may stand up and take a bow at you. Yell down in front! Down in front!
There we go. Guess where this came from?
The Irish.
We are controlling your horizontal and your vertical.
Keith Richards' Heartbeat presents. Oh, good, the new Tandies arrived.
I'm already circuit bored.
You're experiencing some resistance to this electric procedure.
Interplanet Janet, she's a galaxy girl.
The far side.
Please,
The far side.
please.
The far. Ah, come on.
Close. You were very close.
No, no
We
cows
all
in this
live here in an orange hang glider. An orange hang glider.
film. Hey, it's
Came
Harold
in.
from the memes.
Oh, no, it's Ossie Davis.
Albert Einstein paints.
It's Santa. Oops.
It's Graham Bay.
I believe in the future. Wires will unite.
I believe the
different
children
cities,
are our
and
future.
a man in one part of the country may communicate.
Don't
with
you love a guy whose head looks the same upside down as it does right side up?
Somebody got a video toaster.
Do you hear me? Jimmy, is that you? Hey, talk up. Oh, my darling, last night.
The new Beck album is underway.
She said that. Well, I gave her a piece of my mind. And then you know what?
This old switchboard could talk. Wow.
I mean,
Your ears
it was just now.
You brought my daughter home after dark.
You sank my battleship.
Hey, good looking. We'll be back to pick you up later.
Edie, we take
I
Alex.
saw you making out with the credenza, you son of a.
Perhaps we should. But isn't it incredible that millions and millions of people can talk simultaneously to practically any spot on Earth?
How do you
There's
figure,
just
McNulty?
one earpiece there, dude.
The phone was something of an oddity, to say the least.
You could call it a space oddity. No, Bowie trademarked that.
Then you'd hang up and ring with this crank
Plus, it's
Pick
got
it
a
up
glove
again.
department.
and tell the operator what number you wanted.
This is the origin for Sir. This is a Wendy's.
Thank you.
She'd hook it up for you on her switchboard. If there was anybody home, they'd answer and you could talk.
Help! A killer's inside the house.
If you-
He's chasing me.
If you cared, you would have
The
texted.
word telephone means far sound, you know. And in the
From
early
the words tel and elephone.
next door could be long distance. The problem, you see, was transmission. The farther you were from the other party,
Hello, Will Wright.
and vice versa, the telephone converts your voice from sound waves
This
into electrical
communication
waves
system ain't big enough for
and
the
back
two of
into
us.
sound waves.
Drew Barrymore was older than I thought.
Well, there's a telegraph line. You got yours and I got mine.
As we said, the farther it
Gonna
went,
try to-
Send-
the it got.
Gonna try to hit every Schoolhouse Rock song tonight.
Way too. Even calling it.
Which one of these people is only named Bill?
It took, however, some brilliant work by Bell Laboratory scientists and engineers.
No, he walked into outer space. Oh, okay.
Here's
I
how
like this episode of Wink Martindale's Night Gallery.
invented Dr. Lee DeForest and improved by
See,
Bell
I
Laboratories.
told you Jack Webb was
Literally
once young.
revolutionized communication
Here is the clue that you don't have.
to amplify.
Ooh, is that going to
Boost
be
the
an
voice
animated sidekick?
Relay stations set up along the way used vacuum tubes to keep the voice signal
So
loud,
apparently, America is about 4 feet deep.
drawing our sound nearer. Yet when wires are loaded with a lot of conversations that are boosted in strength,
As
and
loaded as the narrator.
something else happens. Let me show you. You see, instead of sounding like this, 2, 3, 4, 5,
What do you think you're doing, Dave?
like this. 1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2, 4.
5.
Number 9.
Doom,
Number 9.
doom,
gentlemen,
Boom.
Harold Black
Hmm?
solved the distortion dilemma. What an inspiration in devising the circuitry.
What a mousetrap.
Black created
Yeah, I cannot tell, but his voice sounds exactly like someone. And if anyone can figure it out, I will give you $5.
reversed it, just like a mirror. Put it back,
Wait, so he invented negging?
canceling out the distortion.
Why so negative?
With negative feedback, telephone transmission became literally, pardon the pun, clear as a bell.
No, it didn't.
In the meantime, of course,
It's not a
the
pun.
laboratories came up with a host of other remarkable developments. One invention, for example, electrical
Like the portable discus thrower.
Made in Carolina, some dance, some prance.
another, work that helped give sound to the movies.
What? Did the record have a flashback there?
Oh, this is my favorite movie, Grandma's Music Box.
And also developments in shortwave. And soon they had people talking ship to
Soon we'll have this teaching chess on the Titanic.
We're approximately 1,700 miles from Boston. Position 48 degrees 50
Not
minutes
far
north.
enough.
Oh, just
Ground. Hello, ground. Hello, ground. We're over Elvira.
He's
at
in
5,000
inverse Star Trek sexy lighting.
even
yes, it turns out that Charles Lindbergh was grounded in a totally different way.
Hello, New York. This is London. I hear you now. Yes, loud and clear.
Churchill smokes too much. Over.
created ways of sending television signals over telephone wires and later through the air.
Howard Hessman.
Soon those
He's trapped in the Phantom Zone.
stretching across the land began to vanish. Cable
Shouldn't you like fix things straight up instead of leaning?
ingeniously, cables were developed you could bury, with technology allowing many calls to be carried over each wire within the cable.
Fox News was put especially deep.
Cables were fashioned to lie on the bottom of the sea, to function 20 years and longer, trouble-free,
20 years later, we realized we should probably have attached the ends.
called coaxial
Here-
cable. Coax for short.
It's an eggplant.
Besides carrying more telephone calls than several cables combined, coax was, and still is, perfect for carrying television.
So we never invented anything else ever again.
Sitting on a hill somewhere along a road. They're
Also, the ladies
microwave
love my
antennas.
coax body
Microwave
spray.
got its start back in the 1930s at, you guessed it, Bell Laboratories, where scientists were exploring the use of radio
We're
for
the
telephone
best.
circuits,
And here I was thinking it was Mount Fuji.
temporarily halting full-scale work on microwave. But it did offer many laboratory scientists and engineers the chance to apply what they'd learned about microwave
We gotta bomb this guy. He keeps filming his old man on TV.
radar.
This is some fun footage.
With the war over, research accelerated.
Hey,
When-
Carl, you get that thing from the other world yet?
Equipment had become part of day-to-day telephone and television transmission. With
And ham radio.
ride a radio beam from tower to tower instead of going through cables. A single beam,
Hey, just like the fires of the Minas Tirith from the Two Towers.
far sound has come a long way since the old days, hasn't it?
Yes, you could say it goes at the speed of sound.
The story.
In fact,
From the beginning,
it's come so far, we
another
call it the
vital
near
element,
sound now.
Switching faced just as many challenges. If Bell System Research had not met these challenges,
I'd be stuck on the set of All in the Family, just like I am right now.
you see, as soon as you have a number of phones, you must be able to connect the right two. Without switching, wires would have to connect every phone directly to every other phone.
And never answer after midnight.
In the beginning, all switching was done by hand at a
As
switch.
you can clearly see, I've sunk the man's battleship.
Old timers remember her.
Hello. Oh, thank you for calling.
Do everything you needed. Remember
Your
to
call is important to us.
on the board. Plug them in.
Oh.
Ring. Unplug after the call.
And there, now you have pet sounds.
So went the way of the horse and the buggy. The demand for
You
more
fit a horse in there?
we overwhelmed her. In fact, were Central's method of switching still in existence, every
Your weaving sucks, Mabel.
to be a telephone
Is
operator.
it Dick Cavett? Is it Dick Cavett's voice that it sounds like?
Maybe he,
With two of
his
the world's
face is
great
like that too. He
technological
looks like
innovations.
he looks like someone
Automatic
took
switching
8 game show hosts
the
and
dial
combined
telephone.
them all together.
I believe it's Cavett with a hint of Carl Sagan.
Telephone could find another without an operator, without even a switchboard, if the proper number was known.
That's right, mass unemployment.
By the time direct distance dialing went into service, the cost of a coast-to-coast call had fallen from $22
And it couldn't get up.
than $2.
But we're still going to charge 15.
Alexander Graham Bell used to say, "Get off the
I want to
Ah!
I want to patent my cracker.
where the keys to
Oh,
progress lay.
he's at Bed Bath
You
and
can't
Beyond.
invent, create,
And that
or
was the
make things
Beyond.
new unless you believe in progress. Change.
Hey, you forgot to switch all those clocks ahead an hour.
Here's the
Why
Death Star.
Thing is tradition in the Bell system.
Why does this film look like it was shot on ham?
As more than 17,000 Bell patents
Looks like it was shot starring a ham.
scientific endeavor testify. Here's an example. The transistor. Like so many
See?
inventions, its mother was necessity.
Fun fact, kids. Put about 500 inside the computer, shake it up around, and it'll boot up.
Renowned research and development organizations in the world. The basic need came from the growth of the telephone network itself.
I'm talking to these guys now.
Hundreds of millions of voices and images moved through the network,
Hey, Mildred.
which
Hey, Tracy.
boosted in the
What's the
strength
story? Morning glory.
and save a fraction.
Hello, Mud Up.
which
Hello, Father.
the hope was to invent something that could do the same
The rare 7-Eleven surveillance mirror shot.
better and faster.
We go
and
now to
occupy
our
less space.
walleye on the spot.
That was a tall order.
We know. Go now to the Kami special drone in the shape of a fly.
How electrical current moves. This is silicon, more pure than even nature makes it.
No, wait. That's my growing aluminum foil ball.
But when you add
But
certain
it's
kinds
not as hard as dolomite. Nothing's tougher than that.
very interesting things happen. And what
Okay,
happens
so
is
serious.
the phenomenon
Informed attribute.
invention of the
Is
transistor.
is it
by the
just me, or
laboratories
did
in
they
1947.
did they
The
completely
transistor
fall down on
amplifies,
teaching people
boosts
how
in
electronics
strength
work?
and
Does
electrical
anybody know
signal.
what they're looking
Here's
at
how
right
it
now?
does it.
I think that's a sewing machine for mice.
Signal it creates the same signal, but increased in strength.
And I believe this is the test footage from Pac-Man.
Types of transistors. This one has three parts: an emitter, a base, and a
And the
collector.
legislature.
The incoming signal passes first into the emitter side, then into the base.
Shouldn't it leave the admitter?
Strength of the signal when it passes into the collector side.
Hello, I am the collector, and I've come to add this electricity to my collection.
Small battery, through whose circuit the incoming signal is fed, and a large
But
battery.
don't worry. By the time you're almost ready to get into the workforce, all of this will be obsolete.
Transistor is made
Oh,
of a
yes.
slice of pure silicon. To allow
Smell it! Smell it!
silicon, tiny amounts of
I think
arsenic
that was what they were looking for in Guardians of the Galaxy.
into the collector side,
Meanwhile, in this game of Mastermind I was playing in the meantime.
which are negative charges.
Wait a minute! It's the face guys. Is like Mr. Happy and Mr. Angry going to join us?
Which are positive charges. It is the interaction of
It's
these negative
coming.
and positive charges
I
that helps
actually
make
looked
the
for
transistor work. But the
I
negative
actually looked for a
electrons
short
can
about
move
something
only when
Irish
an
and couldn't find
electrical
it.
current is introduced.
All you could find is Mickey Rooney
Watch.
yeah.
The negative electrons
is
in the
short.
emitter side are
and
attracted
Irish.
to the base
And Irish.
because the small battery makes the base more
So
positive.
they trample all over those guys. Great. Bernie Sanders directed
Here
this.
the electrons flow into the collector side, driven by the large.
Join us.
See what happens when only
So that's why how mosh pits form?
the electrons are pulled away from the base by the voltage of the large battery, leaving only positive charged
And
holes. Thus,
go.
no current
No.
flows. But when the smaller battery is connected, the negative electrons are injected from the emitter into the base, and from here respond to the power of the large battery,
This explains the crowd control procedures at Altamont.
controlled by the small
Gordon,
battery,
stop lying.
and has the power of the large battery.
Yeah, but when I take my iPhone to the Genius Bar and tell them that I don't think the electrons are cooperating with each other, they throw me out on my ass.
Cell phone
Now,
signal.
now simply collect the left side and the right side to the victim's nipple, and ta-da! You'll know where the WMDs are.
Now the signal current is pushed by the large battery, so it is much stronger than before. As much as,
Echo, echo, echo.
in other words, the signal is amplified, and the transistor is doing what a vacuum tube does.
Now, all of this has
It's far
been
smaller.
miniaturized
It
to the
works
point that
much
this
faster.
information is useless
heat
to
up.
you.
Doesn't take much electricity. Incredible, huh? A transistor just sits there and, well,
Transists.
Ah!
This microscope is hooked up.
Man, it's like bringing on the science, Derek.
Transistor. This one even smaller than a grain of sand.
I have to be honest, I've seen this short 35 times. It's my Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oscilloscope screen
Transist!
displays the signal. Now amplification on, off.
Congratulations, you have your own Brian Eno soundtrack.
Indeed, had a profound influence on the world we live in. They're everywhere.
You know, back in the old days, you had to commit tinnitus by hand. Now let computers do it.
Aids.
Glasses,
The artificial
walkie-talkie,
larynx,
and a
which
vibrator.
enables those who have lost their vocal cords.
Should we be looking at this?
3,
It's a neck massager. It's a neck massager.
0. All engines.
Should we be looking at this?
We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour.
Roger, we got a roll for
Tower and clear.
Roger, roll.
Houston, do you make sure that the rocket is full of all this old, outdated technology so no one else uses it? Over.
Possible only through the
Whoa,
transistor. And what began
Oh, no, don't hit the execute button. That never comes off well.
There went Timothy McVeigh.
more closely. There in the center.
I'm not touching you.
Head. Engineers call it an integrated circuit. It contains
I
hundreds
just like to call it a thingamajiggy.
of components, micro-miniaturized, invisible to the naked eye,
Micro miniaturized?
act upon communication,
That's right. We can't undersell it enough.
transistor and
And I have a framed photo of my wife.
and it's just
She's a computer.
look what's already here. An all-electronic telephone office, superior in every way to anything before it.
Dude,
That
it's time
operates
for the
in millionths of a
it's time
second.
for the Keatons to teach
It
their
can
children a
diagnose and
valuable
automatically
lesson.
correct
We've recruited the kid from the tricycle from The Shining to help show us.
your basic jobs in the time it takes a person to blink his eye.
Flip the switch,
It offers
maggot.
customers a bundle of new telephone services like call
I've set this movie to fun.
call forwarding. If you're on the phone while someone else tries to call you, call waiting lets you know it, so you can hold your first call while answering the second.
If you get a call from a girl from a Japanese girl who has long hair covering her face, you have 12 hours.
Or to wherever you plan to be. Here's another.
Let's go past another dimension, shall we?
Quick service position system
Jackson Pollock, another masterpiece.
across the country. With it, operators can handle far greater numbers of calls.
They can
and help
stand
customers
by
faster
in
than
greater
ever
numbers
before.
than you've
It takes
ever
a
imagined.
fantastic amount of
Sorry to bother you. Sorry to bother you. Sorry to bother you. Sorry to bother you. The sequel.
and
Please hold.
communications equipment
Please hold.
such as this. That's where Western Electric and the telephone companies come in. Western Electric's
No,
job
it wasn't Best Western Electric.
is the whole thing. The central office equipment, the cables, the new
That's the far side.
job. The final inspection station is a long way from the laboratory. Materials are purified down to the
That's
last.
what that really long cable was for.
Nature herself is seldom so careful. Even when the material is right,
Hey, John
Found my
Hudson.
dignity, sir.
with it, and do everything exactly the same every
You're
time.
gonna need a lot of eye drops.
Lay a layer only a few atoms thick. Make a cut within a 1/2 millionth of an inch.
Why
Well,
are you using a hairdryer on it, though?
human hair.
Cut it with baby laxative.
Precision.
Build a fleshlight to exacting proportions.
The end product is a telephone, cable.
Now if you you can put this in a calculator, which if you type 6006 it upside down, it says boobs.
Yesterday, we used to call it.
No, it would say 9009, I think.
Communication satellites were to shrink the world.
Not the way I spell it.
It's just
Okay.
Telstar. This is only a model. The research
Oh, and I thought it was Camelot.
gave birth to the
I
entire
really wish I could hum Telstar off the top of my head right now, but
data transmission via space.
I haven't listened to the Mad Men Season 1 soundtrack in a while.
A starting point. And then someone has to move ahead and take the step that might
Someone presses a button and there goes Czechoslovakia.
circular waveguide. A waveguide no wider than a man's wrist.
Dude,
It can
that's,
carry a
you tape 2 toilet paper tubes together, dude.
one day, one tomorrow,
And here we have the needle that Keith Richards uses.
another tomorrow being perfected by Bell Labs, the laser. A remarkable invention that produces a remarkable
The
light.
kick-ass
In
soundboard visualizer.
laser beam could carry all the telephone conversations and television pictures going on right now around
And-
the world.
And 15% of the Twitter traffic about Justin Bieber.
And how about these recent developments for telephone systems?
A circle.
Storage battery with a lifespan of more than 30 years. Tiny indicator lamps that will burn continuously for 10 years.
Not that anyone will be able to see it.
Tubeless color
Circuit
television
humor.
which
Let
weighs
me
less
make
than
a phone
10
call about
pounds.
my best friend.
Remember the story called Through the Looking Glass?
Well, this is what's known as a French tickler.
Wonderful. Where everyone else looked and saw something no one had ever seen. That's what happened with fiber optics.
This is for ultimate jazz drumming. Use
Glass
this.
for years.
Well, we're not able to use this to communicate yet. Right now, it's just for raves.
And
There, you're now blind.
now
Now,
your ponytail will sparkle.
Suppose you took a bundle of glass fibers made into a flexible pipe, like
And
this
smoked it.
bend around corners, and sent a laser beam loaded with telephone calls
It's a
through it
laser
from one
beam.
city to another. Wouldn't that make some telephone
Well,
cable?
I don't know. And maybe if unicorns could jump the rainbow into Fancy Town, as long as you're making stuff up.
It's practical
I don't know, guy. I'm like 13.
telephone calls. With the kinds
And
of
back to the
advances
Death
in
Star.
transmission that we've been seeing, you can bet that switching research is getting a lot of attention too.
I've opened up my briefcase-sized cell phone and showed you the results.
It'd be hard put to
You
handle
like these new cufflinks? I just got them.
laser beam at the same time.
Armani.
Exciting areas are being explored. One involves magnetic bubbles. Everyone has known about magnetism for a long
There's
time.
little magnetic John Travoltas in each one.
Something new
We've
about
all
the
known
subject.
about the master of
In some
magnetism,
materials,
Magneto.
A tiny bubble-shaped magnetic field
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
can be moved back and forth, up and down. Used to open and close
So
Back and to the left.
bubbles.
it requires a unique combination of magnetic bubbles and ants.
Oh, what an exciting world.
Hooray.
I can check they contain my excitement.
Magnetic bubbles, fiber optics, picture phones
The
someday.
largest TV you've
Maybe
ever
even in color.
seen.
Esports microtransactions. What a beautiful future.
Alexander Graham Bell did predict that men in distant places
Cable, internet,
would
and
one day
phone all on
communicate.
one
But
device.
could he have ever imagined?
Pay no
People
attention to-
communicating via video, it'll never catch on.
Bah.
With his incredible foresight, maybe he did. I, for one, am sure he did.
And take it from me, host Fred.
Oh, it was Fred Holiday. Everybody knows Fred Holiday.
Verb, that's what's happening.
And then there's Bod. Then there's Bod.
Bell.
Pavlov presents
They just go right into it.
Dick Lillian and Purcell Elliott, my favorites.
I'm a little embarrassed to say amateur detective there.
We will answer the mystery of why Shamrock Shakes don't contain any shamrock.
I have shamrock shakes for my real friends and real rock shakes for my sham friends.
Reminds me of a friend of mine who recommended the film Black Shampoo. He said, much better than White Real Poo. I don't know how Irish this is. I only see like 3 or 4 O apostrophes. We put all the fire stations in one place.
Fire! Irish fire! Irish fire!
Starring Michael Flatley.
Someone must have dialed 9 with 5 ones after that one.
Go to Hotel Royal immediately. Hotel Royal. Woman on roof.
Hey, Chief, do we really need to be on Makeout Point? I heard there's a fire nearby. Ah, Mrs. O'Leary is at it again!
They have all named O'Hara.
Too late, they realized that Fire Island meant something completely different. So we're getting the ambulance and fire version of those like stock footage of all the planes that don't work and crash into a barn instead.
Was that just a regular car, or were hearses considered emergency vehicles back then?
It was it was the Ecto Corporation ruled. Take that, Model T.
Hello.
No, the hotel is
Hey,
on fire.
phones.
You don't know it's a fire, do you?
Now, folks.
Hey, guys, which scene in Roma is this supposed to be? Hey, Bump and Jump.
Start packing.
Wait,
We'll search every room in the joint.
and search for every joint in the room.
Is there a crime movie already in progress?
I don't know, but if I get my hands on that stool pigeon, it'll be just too bad.
Iris.
Ah, everybody's crowded around to see Fearless Freak.
Don't worry, Martin Riggs Sr. will get him down.
All right, how far do you think the blood will splash? I got 10 will get you 5, 5 will get you 10.
A young Jackson Pollock draws a frame around the northeast corner.
Why'd you through here? You're disturbing my guests. Yeah, the woman who's pretty disturbed right now. She's about to...
Yeah?
What? Please. What is the matter? Nothing. Not a thing. The fire department's here. The police department is here. The
You know,
reporter...
back then you weren't a man unless you looked like an actual square.
The more it can fit in the elevator, I guess.
Everything will be taken care of.
In the meantime, welcome to the Hollywood Tower of Terror.
Where do you want this bed frame?
Oh, meanwhile, Olive Oil is asleep.
They're just being haunted. That's all.
So the Ghostbusters are going to help out.
It's only a dummy. He's crazy. Quiet. I know how to handle these guys.
Yeah, and he's pushing that statue around.
Hello? Are you having a good time?
Hello.
I got to keep doing this till I attract a crowd around this hotel. Oh, I see. Well, look. Let me do it for a while. I want to have some fun, too. No, sir. We got this all figured out. Oh, you have, huh? Well, who's we?
This is I guess this was the deleted scene from Home Alone where Kevin McAllister had a butler.
More about it. Well, you see, Mr. Buzzer, he got this dummy from a
Mickey
science
Rourke.
show over there in the Peacock room, and he told me to walk up and down there while he hide under the bed.
In any second now, I'm supposed to press play on the Talk Boy.
What room could that be? I don't know, sir. He said he was going to hide over there till the police come. Then the robbers would try to get the stuff.
Then I was going to lose this dummy to help some Pinto crash footage.
I'll handle this.
Wait, loose
That-
lips sink ships, dude.
The name of this film is Irish Luck.
Irish
Yes.
luck.
Come back later. I'm busy now. Boy.
Have you checked to see if Desi Arnaz is under your bed?
Tickled.
Come on, get out of there.
You're supposed to be a stool pigeon. What are you doing under the bed?
That's the kid who brought us cracked ice last night. Yeah? What's the idea?
I'm waiting for my tip, sir.
No.
I was hiding
You
under the
stole
bed
those bonds
until
from the
my
Lincoln
hair
Trust Company, and you're not
broke,
gonna-
broke through
Isn't Mr.
free of
Buzzer
the
smart?
hairspray.
Oh, he's not only smart, he's brilliant. Now everything will be perfect if I can only get my hands on Buzzy O'Brien. Search the joint. Jefferson, take
Ah,
that dummy
Buzzy
back where it
O'Brien.
belongs.
He sounds
Okie dokie,
Irish.
sir.
I'm looking for Bubsy O'Brien of loving the statues.
Pick up those bags. You're going to take us right through the lobby, and then we're going to take you out into the country for a nice little sightseeing tour.
Oh, that's sweet. Can I see the big ball of twine?
Come on.
My uncle's got a cabin. It's real nice. He's got a DVD player and Uncle Buck.
Now, I believe those bags can fit 4 heads, maybe
Hey, when-
5, but
Hey,
not
when you're done,
8.
when you're done, come back and cover me because I'm going on break.
Come here.
Come on, Captain. We got to catch that guy.
I'm all
Thank you for staying at the Cecil.
guys, but
And cut to end credits. Boy, this was short, Mike.
hey, Bud, tell me what happened, will you?
That guy just pushed me.
There's a little business I want to talk over with you. Come on. You can't do that in the press. What are you?
Well, what about the lady on the roof?
Just be seated. We'll get to the bottom of this.
I'm
Come on,
Dana
Buzzy, let's have it.
Elcar.
Well, the way I see it, Steve, it's strictly a case of elemental deduction.
Stop playing Sherlock Holmes and tell us what happened.
Well, it all started when the Irish colonized the British Isles hundreds of years ago, and
Forget about the Lincoln Trust robbery, and being a trained observer with a photographic eye, I spotted Banning hiding behind a beard. So then I staged the phony suicide, see? And I figured when Banning and these men heard the police sirens, they'd go for the bonds, which they did. Now, in the meantime...
you turned the city upside
Then
down.
I told him to shoot the glass.
For a fake alarm.
Yeah, but...
But nothing. The last time you played detective, I told you to bring your brainwaves to headquarters.
What for, Steve? Nobody pays any attention to me. Well, gosh, I told Pfluger, and all he did was laugh at me.
How about that, Pfluger?
How
The
dare
hotel's
you,
had a couple of
Pfluger?
lawsuits already through making mistakes about guests. So I did nothing as usual. And as for you, you're liable to 5 different charges for the trouble you caused. I don't know how the hotel...
Now, 4 of them will cancel each other out, but you're still on the hook for the last one.
Done it long ago, if you ask me. No, take it easy. I didn't mean that. After all, he did catch those 2 crooks. And maybe he got enough of a scare to stop him from playing detective.
Oh, I did.
Thank God the police captain is a schizophrenic. Arrest him! Let him go.
You really mean that?
Oh, I do.
You can stay. On probation.
Hey, Dick Van
Now
Patten.
report back to your station.
Yes, sir.
Under the bed I go.
Never mind the thanks. And if you start gumshoeing around this hotel again, I won't wait for the manager to fire you. I'll come right
That's
up.
right. I'll kick your ass and then give you a medal.
You won't have to. Honest, I'm through.
Now, back to work.
It looks like
Nice.
someone slammed Kyle McLaughlin's face into a wall.
I hope so.
Yeah. They blue velveted the hell out of him.
Look, I should take you to jail, but I can't stay mad
I
at
mean
you.
about my job.
All right, but you're lucky. What I said in there still goes. You understand?
Oh, sure, I'm through. Well, you heard me promise, Steve.
Well, let me see you stick to it. If you don't like hopping bells, try and find yourself another job. But quit playing detective. You'll never get you anyplace.
Oh,
Leave
is
your
that
own
why they
man,
call
let
him a
get him
bellhop?
A couple of bullets in the back.
Yeah, but don't you see, Steve?
Shouldn't they have kept this conversation in Mana's office?
Nice going, Pfluger. Kid turns in a couple of mugs you should have handled between naps, and you try to get his job.
I heard that.
The kid's family. He and his old man were on the force together. So what?
Man,
I feel like it's weird that we're twins and we work together.
Meanwhile, on the set of 5 Charlie Chaplin shorts,
Anything else, miss?
Could you find out if there's a Mr. Thaddeus Porter?
a candy striper.
Porter?
Yes.
Tell him Kristen Shull's looking for him.
Tell her her belt doesn't go all the way around, if you know what I mean.
Yes, please. Do we have a Thaddeus Porter registered here?
Thaddeus Porter, you made that up.
How about a Phineas
Okay,
J.
thank
Mountebank?
Is he here?
Yes, ma'am. He's in suite 8B. That's just down the hall around the corner. Would you like to have me call him?
No. No.
I'll call him all sorts of things myself.
No, thank you. You've been very nice.
Have a lollipop.
Oh, something special. Just call on me, will you? Number 7.
Thanks.
Thanks. By the way, who are you? Wait a minute. That was Dorothy Lamour from all those road movies with Bob Hope and Bing Crosby. Whoa. That's not how monkey paws look.
Ah!
I'm going to stay out here until you give me a real tip.
So this is what farce
No,
was in
no,
the 30s.
I don't want any more. I don't appreciate statues of primates in lieu of payment.
I can't spend a wax figurine you got at a tourist
At the zoo.
shop.
The end.
This is some more detecting, is it?
Oh, no. This monitor.
It is detecting.
I know something about Mr. Porter. What is he? Some kind of a big shot or something?
Is this guy 4 feet high? I mean, like,
Say what?
I kind of think you should be able to put more than your forearms on that table.
Friend and 415 getting along.
4:15. Hey, I got it.
Got what?
Well,
A 3:45. Da-da-da-da-da. 4:15 down.
Oh, telegram for Thaddeus Porter. Just
Stop.
Mr. McFeely, year 0.
Will you? Telegram.
Okay, but get it to him in a hurry. Porter's kind of important. Small town banker. You'll probably get a big tip.
What, from a banker? If I do, I'll split it.
Yeah, he's going to give him a monkey figurine this big. Hi, I'm Elevator.
Meanwhile, in Ingmar Bergman's The Elevator sketch.
This one's for the thin man. This one's for Nero will. Oh, holy crap!
Oh, I'm awfully sorry, sir.
Clumsy idiot. Why don't you look where you're going?
Yeah, but I was just
Get out of my way.
You spit in my face.
How dare you interrupt William Frawley when he goes on his rounds? Why couldn't that be 6 7/8? That should be the number.
I didn't realize Hank Azaria was so old.
Oh, good. They're in the Christian wing.
Well, it is only an hour long, so that is plausible.
What are you doing hanging around here?
Well, this gentleman here told me to come back at 12:30. I knocked on the door and don't nobody answer.
Well, maybe he went out and just left his door open.
Oh, no, I didn't. I seen a lady come out there just as I was coming down the hall.
This is if Scatman Crothers got into room 237.
Well, I delivered the exposition. Time to be going.
Now let's take turns getting scared and slapping each other back into sense.
You know, a white guy wrote this because there's no way he'd have gone in there.
He's dead. Oh, no, you don't.
I guess that must have pulled that handkerchief over his gaping wound.
We're in this together now. Now you start cutting.
No, there's no witness. Can I go home now?
Wait a minute.
Somebody's going to jail, and
What's
it's
the
not going to
matter?
be me.
You had no reason to be scared. You said you saw a girl leave this room. What'd she look like?
I don't know what she...
Look, I know he's seeing a dead body, but on the bright side, we're going to star in the origin story of Silver Streak.
Dress.
Was she wearing a dress that looked like a circus tent?
I'm through. Can I go now? I don't belong up here. I belong down in the basement.
Are you sure she didn't use the service stairway?
Like
Yes,
aesthetically, not in terms of
Somebody
size.
did. I saw the door closing as I was coming up the hall. Now, look, I'm going to search the bedroom. You stay right here. Don't move.
They should really cut to the insert shot of all the bags from the guests getting higher and higher and higher in the lobby.
He just keeps opening people's mail.
He's a secret postman. young Bill DeJoy.
Money.
Wait a minute.
Sound it out.
Tella is Greek for far. Now I know what it means.
Yep, into my pants it goes.
Has anyone had like that,
sure.
like the hotel dinner that has like 3 stories worth of food?
Hello, this is Buzzy O'Brien in Suite 8B. Mr. Porter's just been
You
murdered.
got to lift your finger to
Yes, that's right.
Buzzy.
Yeah, death is
Buzzy.
a knife from the body.
Yeah. Oh, long distance phone service? Yes, I'm interested. Very interested.
Nothing to worry about. They're coming up here right away. Be right back.
Mr. Buzzy, wait a minute. Don't leave me here, Mr.
So,
Oh, Mr. Buzzy, please. Now you know this man is dead.
what's
Just
he?
gonna frame a random guy for no reason.
Who is it?
Me, Buzzy O'Brien, number 7.
Land Shark.
I gotta have that dress, quick.
What do you mean?
You were seen coming
I
up.
just thought it's gorgeous.
I wasn't even in his...
Quit stalling. The janitor saw you. Now look, he doesn't know what you look like, but he knows that you had a striped dress on. Now please, hurry
Take
up.
it off. Wait.
Hey, past shelf. All we know is he was under a bed with under a bed that had some gangsters in it. That's his origin story.
Hurry up, throw it out here to me. Please, hurry.
Oh, Mr. Buzzy, come back here, Mr. Buzzy. Now, that's a shame. You're not...
I
Buzzy, come back.
can't feel comfortable without a red and white striped dress.
Hand it out to me, hurry up.
But why are you getting...
Lovely corduroy robe. Wow.
Hand or something.
That has so much static electricity. It's going to attract so many balloons.
Hey, I almost forgot to ask you. You didn't kill
Who are you? And what's your name? And what are you doing in this movie? And what's this movie
is
about?
happening? This is what happens when Katie's not here.
Katie, we need you.
Mr. Buzzy, please. Mr. Buzzy.
Meanwhile, you can hear the corduroy down the hall. Zoom, 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 zoom.
Now, quick, Abbott and Costello run in the foreground, and the Stooges run in the background.
Well, why did you leave me here alone with
Does
this?
he just
everybody? Haven't they shown up yet?
instinctively tamper with
I better
crime
call a desk
scenes?
again. Hello, why all the
I'm
delay?
standing right next to you.
Stand where
I
they are.
can.
Hello, this is Sweet 8B.
Man, this is the pushest I've ever seen Johnny Galecki.
Select guy up here. Yes, you know a body. Of course, this is Buzzy O'Brien.
The Big Bellboy Theory.
His
Right.
hair is turning into Alfred E. Newman.
But hey, he's got that middle part that Gen Z loves.
You shouldn't parade through the lobby, Lanahan. You get the hotel in the news. Name Porter, Thaddeus Porter.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Stop strutting around, John Philip Luza.
Is anything wrong, Buzzy O'Brien?
Hello, Steve. Have you seen the Herald?
Yeah. That chief showed that
Harold
coming 10
O.
times.
Flanagan?
Well, is that O'Brien kid pull another one?
No, just a routine visit.
Well, in that case, I'll string along.
Why
Let's
not?
all go up to the murder scene.
Ram!
Hey,
Why,
wait a minute, will ya?
How did you know my hat was my center of gravity?
I'll take care of you, big boy.
Buzzy, if you're holding out on me,
But I'm not, Steve. It happened just like I said. I was walking
What
down
makes you think I have amphetamines?
the door. The door opened. Well, so we walked in. And there was Porter laying on the floor, stabbed. Here's the knife right here.
Oh, there's the
Here's
knife.
my fingerprints on it right there.
Beside you, Steve. I picked up the lethal weapon with a napkin. You
Then I picked up Lethal Weapon 2 at the gas station for $5.
What were you doing up here anyway, O'Brien? Don't keep quiet. I'll handle it.
I'm William Forsythe.
Yeah, what were you doing?
Well, I was delivering a telegram to Porter.
Where is it?
Right here.
No, wait, that's a different telegram. I gotta reach lower.
Stop.
Stop. You pasted these letters yourself, didn't you?
Whose initials are KM that registered in this hotel in the last 24 hours.
Give me the name of every woman registered in the hotel in the last 24 hours. The initials KM.
A minute
Kelly
that was that lady I
Mulligatawny.
seen with that striped dress on. What lady?
Kate Mulgrew, you're in such trouble.
Do you know anything about this, Buzzy?
To say nothing of Carrie Mulligan.
Hey, but you didn't give me a
Give
chance.
me information.
That's a C. She's fine.
In the hotel with initials KM. Catherine Meadows, registered from Redlands, 212. Kate
I'm Stephen Tobolowsky.
511. Kitty Monahan from Ashport.
Kate Middleton.
Yeah, she's right around the
Yes.
corner, 812.
Jenkins, get her over here.
Oh, she's in enough trouble already. Yeah.
The porter was
Well,
quite
she's
important.
British, so let's get her.
Why? He was vice president of the Ashport Bank.
Oh, what did the Irish have against the British, Mike? Come on.
I know him personally. That's a big help.
Oh, you again. You can't do this to the press now.
Hey,
I'm a
Buzzy.
citizen.
Yes, that could be the title of so many of these shorts. Oh, you again. Why I oughta.
Okay, Buzzy. But if you double-cross me this time, there's a nice gray suit and a short haircut waiting for you.
Did
Now
I
get out
double
of here.
cross you
Okay,
before?
Steve, sure.
Your finger smells like turkey.
The hotel. All right, boys. Pictures, prints, and when you get them all finished, send them right down.
Take some pictures.
Come on.
Okay.
Get a good shot of all the blood.
Here's a nice one. She's wearing a lampshade on her head. Or maybe a
That's
flower
extraordinary.
basket. It says here in the world is Carmen Sandiego.
Beat it. Beat it. Don't, strong is your fight. It doesn't matter if you're wrong or right.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wait, they just went up on that other elevator.
Sure.
Hey, John
his name
Waters.
is Porter. Thaddeus Porter. A knife in his back.
And now on the Ed Sullivan Show, watch as this man answers 5 phones. 5 phones, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't forget the name of the hotel.
California.
You shouldn't push
Dave
reporters
Foley.
in the face, Fluger. You're liable to get the hotel on the paper.
Let's go over here and expedite over here. I'm just checking the vacuum cleaners.
Sir, this way,
I didn't put my dick in it, I swear.
Wow, their lost and found is really orderly.
It says here the glove doesn't fit.
Mr. Buzzer calls it his private criminal laboratory. Private criminal laboratory.
Yes, he has discovered many, many panty crimes.
Pepe Sylvia. Pepe Sylvia. Who's?
Why did Mr. Porter call you to 8B? Come on, answer me.
To pick up a trunk. Look, Mr. Steve, I ain't done nothing. Why do y'all keep on picking on me? You got me so
I
mixed
wonder.
up, I don't know what I'm doing.
You know what you'll be doing if you don't.
Right.
I'll be locked in.
And where's that red and white dress I ordered?
Oh, got that.
How long were you in there?
I don't know. It seemed to me like it was a long time.
Long enough for Buzzy to be doing something. What was Buzzy doing?
He was at
Something.
He was buzzing,
called twice
just
before
buzzing
y'all got
around.
up there.
Is that right, Fluger? I don't think so, but we can check on it. Relax.
They hang out here with the vacuums.
Let's go have the whole squad go into the elevator again. He's getting shorter all the time.
He's in timeout.
That's just a moment.
Yes.
He looks like the maitre d' from Ferris Bueller.
Hey,
Hello.
Froman.
Hello. Buzzy O'Brien?
Oh, yeah. Hello, Mom.
Mom?
What?
So
I don't have children.
So that's how it is in their family.
Sure, you bet I will. All right, dear.
I have to go. My apartment got hit by a car and my dog's flooded.
How many calls did you get from Suite 8B just before you called me?
Only one.
I thought so. Are you sure?
I'm just here to study.
You seen Buzzy O'Brien?
No, but he just took a call on the desk phone.
Thanks.
Damn. She has kick-ass Gladys Kravitz spy skills to look across the room like that.
Call? Yes, from his mother. She's sick.
I'm Cesar Romero.
Leaving us, Lanahan? Yeah. In the meantime, try not to gum things up, will you?
Gumshoe. Oh, that's why they call them that.
What?
Casting by Roger Corman.
And we figured that this is a perfect time in the movie to show you how pancakes are made.
I've already got a crime scene in the oven.
Now, do you think we can get through my scenes in a couple hours? I gotta go tell Shirley Jones to fall in love with Harold Hill.
Yeah, I can't explain now, but I think Steve Lanahan's on his way up here after me. Mom, you'll help me, will you? You won't let me down.
Hide me under a bed, Ma. Hide me.
My fault. No, Mom. It just looks bad. But I haven't got time to explain to Steve now. I have to do some more investigative research.
Investigative research, is it? Now, look here, Buzzy O'Brien. You tell me what this is all about, or I'll turn you over to Steve Lanahan.
Later, Mom.
Fine.
No.
The Bowery boys are blackmailing me. Okay, Ma?
I bet that's Steve now. Mom, you got to talk to him. Help me. Will
I
you?
know his knock anywhere.
We find out that phone call from the
pretend
desk
you're
was phony.
sick.
I'll not budge until I hear all about it.
Mom.
No. That's not the distraction you want.
That's how you win in arm wrestling.
Talk to him. Tell him anything. You don't want me to go to jail, do you? Please, Mom. Talk to him.
Buzzy.
Not again. I used to remember when he got the most trouble he got was public urination.
Oh, hello, Steve.
Hello, Mrs. O'Brien.
Sit down. I'll get you a nice cup of tea.
I
Come
don't
on
want
in,
to see. I want
Mr.
Buzzy.
Flanagan.
Buzzy.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Mrs.
Sure,
Mulligan.
this is a strange place to be looking
Good
for
to
at
see
this
you,
time of day.
Mrs.
Not at the
O'Leary.
hotel.
Oh. Detecting again, eh?
Just keep
Yeah,
going.
he's really put his foot in
I'm
it this
out.
time.
Bad?
Murder.
Murder?
Murder.
Oh, Steve, you don't mean that Buzzy's killed
No,
somebody?
I don't think so. Only this time it's serious.
Oh.
What you don't trust Seamus O'Shillelagh over here?
Oh.
Well, he's not wanting for money. I've been making hand over fist ever since I modeled for the Mrs. Butterworth bottle.
Old man took pretty good care of me when I was a rookie cop. That's why I want to protect Buzzy.
Last year.
Anything, Mrs. O'Brien, if you don't stop snooping around.
Well, I'll see that he stops it, Steve.
Well, if
I
you
tell you, he's getting too deep into the Jack Ruby case.
You hear from him. You send him back to the hotel.
He loves sticking his index finger in people's thoraxes, doesn't he?
Well, his
Thanks.
finger smells like turkey, so it's really popular.
He's just being helpful.
Buzzy O'Brien?
Right.
Come out of there.
Did you kill somebody?
Oh, gee, Mom, you were swell. Steve didn't even know that.
Hold your tongue. Now, what's
Are
the
you
matter?
interfering
Who is
with
this girl?
police
Well, she's a girl I've
investigation
been
again?
helping.
Oh, it's the girl.
Other outfits for the Bubsy O'Brien action figure are not sold at all.
You ought to be.
But her name is Kitty Monahan.
I don't care what her name is.
Throw him around like a rag doll, Ma.
Say her name was?
This is Kitty Monahan. This is my mother.
Kitty Monahan. Why, you poor darling, you. Come right over here and sit down.
Oh,
now.
you're named after
There
the
you
first
are.
Queen of
Now take
Ireland. Your
hat
money's
off.
no good
Sure, you
here.
must be in trouble. You're bound to be if you're with Buzzy.
She's the one Steve's really after. He thinks she did it.
The murder? With a name like Monahan?
Why, you're the subject of that delightful Cardi B song, W.A.K.
But you've got a lot of explaining to do.
Of course. It'll be a relief.
No worry. You two just talk about me. I don't need to say anything.
Bring in the tea. Mom, I've got to continue my investigation.
You handle the tea, and I'll handle the investigation.
I'll figure out how to blame this on Colin Farrell. Don't you
Now,
worry.
let's have it. My brother Jim worked in Mr. Porter's bank.
Jim,
Jim's books were $100,000 short.
that's not Irish
What
enough.
in the world did he do with all that money? It wasn't money, it was bonds. And he didn't take it. He just must have...
Now, wait a minute. Which cup did I put the poison in?
That's why I came to see Mr. Porter. He always liked Jim. I thought maybe he could help me find him and straighten things out.
Hey, put the teapot next to the wall and you can eavesdrop better.
Well, Mr. Porter let me in. But before I had a chance to talk to him, there was a knock at the door. So he pushed me into the
And there on the end of the door was a hook. Yeah, we got it. We know that story.
No, but I listened at the door. There were two men, I think.
Her head is getting really rhomboidal or trapezoidal.
Well, did either of the voices sound like anyone you know? No.
It's getting kind of like that.
And then I heard a groan and a thumping
Ah,
sound.
they're playing good bellhop,
And
bad
right after
mom.
that, the door slammed.
Look, could one of these fellas been your brother?
No, I'd know his voice.
Also, I would know if I have any relatives.
Jim, where is he?
He's registered at the Royal. But he's under the name of Elliot, room 415.
Elliot. Are you sure?
Elliot 415. That's the name of my android.
It's with JM on it.
Why should he go to the same
Oh, no, not more initials.
his own name? There, now. That's enough of that. I look after...
Thank you.
Now you run along, Buzzy, and find Steve and tell him I sent you. I'd better go, too. No, you stay right here and rest. Come along now, Buzzy. Go on.
Thanks, Mom.
I knew you've had a busy day helping my leprechaun solve crimes.
Waiting for you. Come along now, darling.
Oh,
Sit down.
Mom's
We'll
been
have our
alone
tea
too
and
long.
tea.
She's trying to steal his date.
Find anything yet, Mike? No, nothing.
You're all blocking me, Ma.
See if
Looks
we get
good
all
on
the
you, Sarge.
if we get all the laundry out, the
That the dress
tribbles
you
will
wore?
come down.
Come on. You said you saw a girl in a striped dress come in out of Porter's room? Yes, sir.
She ain't in there.
Boy. Yes, sir.
Of course it is. Buzzy and the girl ditched in the linen chute. I thought I'd find it there.
Stumbled on it, you mean?
All right, stumble on it. Just like you better stumble on Buzzy and that girl.
Don't worry, I'll have him.
You hope.
Yeah, why don't you stumble on your thumb up your own ass?
I didn't. What do you mean you didn't? Now look there, Jefferson, old boy. This dress kind of proves your story. Though anybody could
Ghost!
get by a long shot.
This dress
You
proves
were
your
with Buzzy
story.
when the body was found.
Corroborated
And
by
if
Linda
you don't
Tripp.
tell me everything you know, I'm going to tear you limb from limb.
Don't do that, Mr. Steve. I'm on your side.
All right, then, let's have it.
I'm on anyone named
Mr. Buzzy
Steve's
said that
side.
he saw the service door closed when he was coming down the hall.
Service door, huh?
Hotel, huh?
I'll get Jenkins. We'll check on that service door.
Hey, leave the dress with me.
Where you going?
I got to catch Mr. Steve. I forgot something.
Yeah?
I forgot to tell him about the claim check that Mr. Buzzy found.
I forgot to get out of this movie.
Popped into a man at the elevator and blooded his nose. That's the man that dropped that claim check.
What's that got to do with it?
I don't know, sir. Only Mr. Steve told me to tell everything I know, and I don't want him backtracking on me and
Cut to spitting newspaper now that there's a fundraiser for the woman who's still on the roof.
Okay, I'll take care of that.
Sucker.
Oh, me.
Dummy.
I can finally watch
me,
Sanford
oh
and Son in
my,
peace.
Whatever shall I
Oh, go in the other elevator. Come on, you know you wanna.
Where is the goddamn ice machine in this place?
Exercise room, my ass. It's like a one telegraph for the business center. Come on.
The hunt goes on for that other guy's chin.
Could be. I'll follow him.
Who knows?
Another look. Give it the works.
Room service. Immigration.
Check it out.
When did I forget anything? Dresses, telephone calls, claim checks, man on the elevator.
And I was going to make a sandwich.
Oh,
My
wait.
dignity. My dignity.
Mr. Buzzy, where is you been?
Have you seen Lanahan?
Seen him, I can't lose it.
Where is he now?
He went up to check on that service door, but he'll be back. I told him about that claim check.
If only a hotel had 2 service doors.
Kitty's?
The woman that I saw coming out that room, and Mr. Steve would be very happy to see you.
Yeah, I want to talk to him too, but first I got to see the fellow in 415.
Oh, what you want to see him for? What does he got to do with it?
He's the girl's brother. If I'm right, this is one of the biggest frame-ups ever engineered.
Barely makes it to the doorknob.
Come on, get it.
Oh, Jefferson, what do you have to bring that up for now?
Oh, man,
Can't you
he's
see I'm
an
just
even
one
busier
step from finding
bellhop
out
than
who the
Tim
murderer
Roth.
is?
Yeah, and you got
Yes.
a foot on the banana peel.
Although he, fortunately, does not approach Jerry Lewis. Bellhop. Thank God.
This is how people walk, right?
I want to be a real boy.
He's from wherever Rod from Birdemic is from.
Oh!
I'm going to put him in this drawer.
We got a search warrant, right?
It must be lying around somewhere.
Any luck?
Now, don't unfold anything because you're never going to be able to fold it up again
Trying to protect that.
because he doesn't have a chin.
Saw the dog holding. We know she's mixed up in it. Luger found the dress.
You know what? I liked Mitch McConnell in his earlier profession.
How did you miss it? I don't know, Steve. I
Gee,
guess
boss.
he knows more about hotels than I do.
You can cut the sexual tension between those two with a knife.
I've never
Who's
been
on that
involved
guy?
in the hospitality industry.
Another Airbnb success story. No, let's see. Isabella Rossellini was there, and Dennis Hopper was smelling something out of a gas mask. And what happened? Oh my God! I was in Dune. I was in Dune. It says courtesy of Keith Moon in urine on here.
Roger Daltrey, no.
What, you got some smelling salts in there that'll help you out? Well, won't be needing
usually.
these shoes.
It's gone.
Why does his shirt only extend to one side of his body?
Mr. Elliot! Mr. Elliot!
Hey, I was just taking a relaxing bath.
You were supposed to throw the radio in when it gets to the climax of White Rabbit.
Come on!
What's the idea?
Well, you almost drowned. Looks like somebody tried to put you out of the way.
It's too bad they missed.
Here.
No, our hotel's plumbing is terrible. Would have taken 4 hours.
With you.
Here, let me dry you by this corpse.
Don't put clothes on while you're wet. It doesn't feel right. Ugh.
Look, don't.
Sure, Buzzy, anything for a pal?
Your real name is Monahan, isn't it? Jim Monahan?
Of course it is. Don't you like
Shouldn't it be Kim Monahan?
What'd you change it to Elliot for?
Take it easy. That's a secret. Mr. Porter told me.
Okay, I really like DT.
Huh? Why, Jim? Why?
The books got all mixed up. He told me to run away while he investigated.
Well, did you know that Porter was coming to this
Well,
one?
no one would believe in Thibodeau-ness.
I mean,
What
I
are
knew
you
there'd be
doing here?
a
You
Porter
crazy?
here.
You want to be arrested? Lanahan's looking all over the hotel for you.
I don't care. I had to take care of my brother.
How'd you get away from
As a bellboy, I make a bellboy's arrest.
Jim, what's happened to you?
Oh, somebody
cold
gave him
cocked
some
your
knockout
mother.
drops and put him in
Sorry.
a bathtub. They tried to drown him. Look, now please don't faint or anything. But there's a dead guy
They
laying
tried
back
to
there.
drown him. The water was barely up to his shoulder. What are these Batman villains?
I wish.
Set a trap and leave.
Please, can the Pharaoh show up? Can the Pharaoh show up at least?
Jim, did you know him?
Damn it, Jim. I'm a bellboy, not a doctor or a detective.
All afternoon.
Oh, yeah, I think I knew him, yeah.
Next thing I knew,
Was he a great big invisible rabbit?
Never believe it.
It's darn right we won't believe him. You and your brother are under arrest.
Luger, don't be a fool.
Fuzzy, stay out of this.
My brother
You're a
didn't kill
beautiful
that man.
fool.
Somebody tried to kill him. He was nearly drowned.
That's enough.
It was nearly drawn.
Nothing to do yourself. Unless I'm mistaken, you're the girl that was seen coming out of Porter's room 3 seconds after he was murdered.
Don't be a chump, Luger. Look down there.
Loser.
Yes, lots of cockroaches. I know. I've been to this hotel before.
what are you
We're here
doing
too.
Luger? Who's
I
this?
think we need to wait until the orchestra and the Marx Brothers show up.
The brother, maybe they know.
Jim didn't have anything.
They don't know anything.
Quiet.
Steve, I got it all figured
That
out.
uniform gives him Star Trek butt.
Now, wait a minute, Fuzzy. I gave you the chance in the world. You knew I wanted to see you, yet you came sneaking back here without reporting to me.
Yeah, but Steve, I had to.
I'm supposed to warn you that whatever you say can be used against you. Now go ahead.
Please, it was all my fault.
Same thing goes for you, too.
Look, Sarge, all I'm saying is that steel doesn't melt at that temperature, okay?
Well, this is the guy that dropped it.
Would it help
I
if
came
I
back
rapped
here,
it
and
to
when I came
you?
through the door,
Anything you say
somebody
can
hit
and
me on
will
the
be
head.
used against you
When I
in a
came through, the
code
claim
of
check was
law.
gone.
You know,
Yeah, Steve, honest, that's all.
lock him up.
Hey, wait a minute, Steve, you can't do that to me.
Lock him up.
I'm a citizen, see?
How do you like that?
You better get the coroner down here and then tell Jenkins I'll meet him at headquarters.
Ooh, corn. That sounds good.
I never thought Steve Lanahan would do
Maybe
a
that
thing
and
like
some
this to me.
potatoes.
He's making a jailbird out of me. Do you know, Kitty, that when he said you're under arrest, I almost fainted.
Oh, he's Mickey Rooneying.
I didn't know what to do. I just stood there.
Dead lady
Hey,
walking.
Take her.
Dumb
Hey.
waiter, meet dumb bellboy.
He's dressed like he's dressed like a waiter, and he's dumb.
Where's Steve?
He said he'd meet you at headquarters. What happened?
Well, the Monahan girl pulled a feint and Buzzy disappeared.
Where are the Monahans?
Mike's got them.
Oh, great,
Did
I'll
anyone,
keep watch.
did anyone hear a lifeless thump at the bottom of the dumb waiter?
Meanwhile, in this bellboy's collection of ears,
Did you see Buzzy? Yes, sir. Right after Mr. Steve left.
I told
No, I mean the last few minutes.
he's going to land right in that dress, isn't he?
Well, why didn't you say so?
I ain't seen him and I ain't gonna see him.
Hey, Jefferson. Jefferson.
I'm the cat from the Bucket of Blood video, Jefferson.
Jefferson.
You got to be in here with this cask of Amontillado.
Mr. Buzzer, why do you do this to me?
Big business. Got your pass key?
What about the monkeys?
Never mind the monkeys. I got to get in the room.
You
The
keep this
monkeys?
up, we'll both be in the room.
Here they come.
With bars on them.
Walking down the street. And action.
And action. There we go.
And they're in. Oh, yes. Well, maestro.
Thank you, Major Nelson. They have really wide hallways here.
Give me the key.
Oh, Mr. Buzzer.
The better to have the farce where they're all running across each doorway with.
No, you don't. Come here.
Look, we can't star in The Last Boy Scout unless you join me.
All right, it's not the Blob 2, but I actually really like this one.
Great.
Oh.
Now look, this is the way I've got it figured out. Porter, Steve,
It was back and to the left.
makes him register in
And
this
then
assumed name.
the red dress girl was at the grassy knoll.
Bonds.
I think we've got about 15 minutes to fool around before anyone notices we're both gone.
Need to get us out of jail if you is wrong.
But I can't be wrong. Do you remember those crooks we caught?
This guy hasn't moved a bag or answered a bell in the entire movie.
A hot bar racket. And we're going to find the evidence right here in this room. Now, look, you get to work in the bathroom. Search it. Tear it apart if you have to.
Do you really mean tear it apart?
Yes,
And I'll
go
take the
on.
Maltese Falcon across town.
I'll tear it apart, but my heart ain't in it. No, sir. My heart sure ain't in it.
Jefferson.
Moving on sideways.
Look every place.
No, my goodness.
I
Here we
feel you,
go again.
Jefferson. I'm tired
Looking
too.
at all. Oh, ain't that something? I've never heard of such before. Now I got to go all over this place, yeah.
Well, since he closed the door, I'm just going to sit here and play with my phone.
Almost fit in here.
Ain't nothing in here but soap and towels and things like that. That's a shame.
Tibet? Why I got to go to Tibet?
Let's get out of here.
Not until I'm finished.
Oh, Mr. Budget, this ain't no place for me. I'm a family man.
Could I get some advice about how Van Halen could trash a bathroom?
We have no way of knowing when they're going to explain the plot. Sorry. Hey.
Of course. It was Professor Plum in the hotel with a golf club.
Oh, a hand.
I got it. Come on.
Hold the phone.
Get in there.
No, don't leave the bag. Don't leave the bag under the bed. How you'll fit.
Is that hallway a matte painting?
Ruger, am I glad to see you?
Frau
It looks like
Blucher.
somebody broke in your room. I tried to catch him, but I got here too late. You know, I thought you might be next on the
I was
list.
catching a fish that was this big, but then
Help you.
Quit stalling. Where is it?
Quit Stalin and start Lenin.
Mind up. A briefcase. Come on, where is it?
Under the bed.
Oh, where you live, huh? Oh, that's the mousetrap bed. Yep.
You're a very smart boy. A little too smart for your own good.
Yeah, see?
And a little more boy for your own good.
West.
Is there an extension on that phone, or are you just grabbing the handset?
Joe, how soon can you be at the back end?
Hey, Joe, what do you know?
Yeah, a little change in plans.
Hey, Joe, what are you doing with that gun in your hand?
Right. All right, wise guy. Sit down.
Hey, who walked in?
You think I'm wise? Really?
That means you got 14 minutes. How does it feel?
Oh, this is one of those real-time movies, right?
You sent Jefferson and that dumb.
How does it feel?
Yeah, I did. I thought that was a pretty good idea, didn't you? Sure wish Jefferson was up on that roof right now.
That makes two of us. Say it. Say it.
You cops.
They wouldn't do you any good.
Good old Jeff.
Why are you talking in this hotel room? You don't even you checked out earlier.
He flagged those cops right
Go
up.
finish your criminal scheme.
Go on, sing. In another 10 minutes, you'll be through.
Okay.
Go on.
Our house in the middle of our street.
I hope everyone's
You're not
enjoying
fooling
the
me for a
physical
minute,
comedy stylings of
You've been using this
Jefferson.
hotel as a clearinghouse for your hot buns.
You know, I looked this movie up, and that guy was actually in the running to replace Shemp in the Three Stooges. So,
Wow. Well, I mean, he does look like he's inhabiting both Sherman Hemsley and Wheezy. Oh, good. They're filming up. Oh, damn.
Then you kill that porter
Cat's
guy.
eye.
You tried to blame it on the porter.
No,
You're doing all right. But talk fast. You only got 4 minutes.
He's looking for Robert Hayes out there.
Then you kill the claim check guy. You hit me on the head and you tried to drown me.
I'm done being in this movie. Goodbye, cruel world.
Darn it, you're too tired to even bother pronouncing his death sentence, Derek.
That's the widest ledge I've ever
Right?
seen. He's fine. That's a sidewalk up there.
Yeah, he could rollerblade on the damn thing.
He's gonna pass Lilu coming the other way.
Yes. Hey, that black man's menacing a white lady on the roof. And he's French. Yay!
Get
Oh
out
my
of the way!
God.
That is the same exact footage.
Meanwhile,
Oh, God.
Meanwhile, in Christopher Nolan's Luck of the Irish, it all
It's an inescapable time loop. We'll never get out of this movie.
No!
Oh, no. I'm wrong. They're just that good. It's precision firefighting.
It was a very simple case of elemental deduction.
Oh, back to him.
When you
In the
walk,
middle of this pointless conversation, for those who want to know my joke from 5 minutes earlier, it was safety last. He was on a tall building that saved safety last. Oh, here comes Christopher Nolan's soundtrack again. Could those sirens be for moi?
Did you do? What did you do?
What did you do?
All right, Fluka, get up.
Hey, you missed the explanation.
Steve.
I'm not saying it
Steve, look,
again.
I got the bonds.
Oh, you
I
did.
got the Mott's. Hey, Spike, I got the Mott's.
Couple of a fine jam this time.
Yeah, I guess I did, but I'm sure glad you got here, Steve.
You're lucky. Fluka,
I love you,
Every
Steve.
character who's interacted with him has wanted to slap him at one point or another.
put up this briefcase yourself.
And
know
I
the
wish they
feeling.
would have.
Yes. You need the line of cast from Airplane
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
to be slapping this guy.
Jefferson.
Even he realizes it.
What are you doing?
Look, it's a little ghost.
Oh, Mr. Steve, I'm so glad you're here. Come on in here.
What are you doing trying to loot that ledge?
I don't never do this no more.
Oh, thanks, Jefferson. You saved me.
Dignity. Always dignity.
Heroes, don't you? Well, you're not as far as I'm concerned.
Well, no, we don't. Only we
You
had
just got a break. Now, this is the last time I'm warning you. Quit playing detective.
Do you have any
Right.
idea how
And
expensive
that goes to
it,
you too,
expensive it
Jefferson.
is
Yes, sir.
to
And
call
remember,
all the
Jefferson,
emergency services to
Stay
arrest one guy?
downstairs. Stay away from Buzzy. Yes, sir. All right, then. Everybody back to work.
Yes, I will stay away from Buzzy. No problem. I'd slap you. I'd slap you if I was white.
So are those two going to be the are those two going to be Joe Pesci and Chris Rock from the Lethal Weapon 4 remake?
In the second act. You know, the one where I killed
Yeah, they're skipping right to the best one.
We'll start with, you know Harold?
I know Harold, yeah.
Oh, good. Just what this movie needs, a little bonus William Faulkner.
I see nothing, speak nothing, and hear nothing. Woman, your time has come. For years, I wanted to take that lily white throat in my hands, and now...
Oh, sorry. I meant William Burroughs got a rental room.
Give me your basket, quick. Mr. Budget, now don't forget the monkeys.
Go!
And
Keep
he
running!
died.
Keep running! Run, Buzzy, run! Thanks, Ireland. You can't see it. You can't see it, but my legs are just like.
Yes, all of us are dancing jigs.
Right.
But we're so good at it that our upper halves are completely still, just like
Exact-
it's supposed to be.
River
Yes.
dance.
I don't know what happened, but I want my nickel
Oops.
back.
Travis wasn't here. This was the wrong credits.
I want my nickel back. That has not been uttered since 2003.
Look at this graph. All right, that
was a dollop.
it really was. That was like just a little wisp of a thing.
Yeah.
I liked it though.
Okay.
It was okay. I mean,
You do you, man.
it needed something, but it was all right.
The Adventures of Inspector Johnny Galecki, huh? Okay.
I think it was a better use of our time than watching the Snyder cut.
That I would agree. Or, in fact, 1/4 of the Snyder cut.
Right. Well, I'm probably going to watch it anyway because I am a glutton for punishment, but not right now.
Watch it in reverse so you can get the Justice League back.
Oh, yes. That's a good idea. Then I can watch, well, I'm pretty sure if you cut all the slow motion out, it'd be a tight 90 minutes. So,
yeah, right.
All right. Yeah. Can you tell we're tired of Zack Snyder? It's weird. I like him as a person. Like everything I see about him,
I don't.
He seems like a decent guy. Like everyone who works with him really likes him. They're willing to go to bat for him, even like publicly, even if their career might be hurt for it. But then he makes the worst movies.
The problem with having him in this kind of series is I'm sick and tired of seeing the Flash walk at normal speed.
Yeah, the Flash has the power to move in slow motion, which so does everybody else in a Zack Snyder movie. So what's he doing?
It's what happens when you pair fundamentally hopeful source material with a fundamentally nihilistic director.
Yeah, basically. Anyway, thank you for joining us for another B-. This was, I feel like I could do another one. We're not gonna.
I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. But we'll be back next week with another one. Actually, Katie should be back, and also we'll have a special guest, friend of the show, Ryan Luis Rodriguez. He's the host of the Coolness Chronicles. We'll have some links to his stuff coming up over the next week. But we'll have a guest, and I've picked something kind of fun. If you've seen that claymation thing with the Phantom Stranger and Mark Twain, or not the Phantom Stranger, that's DC Comics, the Mysterious Stranger, the guy with the devil mask and like.
Yeah, the terrifying claymation Mark Twain thing.
Yeah, I found the whole movie that's from. And
sweet.
It's so we're gonna take a look at that with a friend of the show. So that's gonna be fun. Look below on the video for links I mentioned at the top of the show if you're on Twitch. Otherwise, go to the website. And if you liked what we did here, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/DownInFrontLive, where your contribution of as little as $1 a month will go toward paying for all this splendor. Also, if you are supporting our Patreon, we'll be releasing the audio file for our Ninja Turtles riff that we did in January shortly. It's done. It just needs a couple of tweaks to be ready for consumption. But that'll be there. And if you're a Patreon supporter, you'll have access to it right away. And then that'll go up for sale if you're not, eventually. Hopefully sooner than later, but I haven't figured it out yet. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Actually, I didn't mention COVID today. But anyway, do all that. Join us next Friday for Down in Front Live.
And stay Irish out there.
And stay Irish.
Good night.
Good night.